Good morning, everyone. Today is really early and I'm heading to Paris for work. And I'm taking first class today. This is not Deutsche Bahn because I'm so scared of delays. First of all, let's skip the work part, and here I am. I'm taking an Uber and move my stuff to the other hotel that I pay for myself. It's located in District 13. It's a more local area, more safe, and a bit outside the city center. It doesn't even look like I'm in Paris here. After checking into the hotel and leaving the luggage, I'm going back to the city center to meet up a friend I met from work and have dinner together. It takes around 20 to 30 minutes to go back by metro. Since this is my second time in Paris, I've seen most of the attractions before. This time I'm gonna just chill and enjoy the time here and no rush. Of course, you know me, I'm a foodie, so the biggest mission here is still having nice food. Last time in Paris, I didn't see the Eiffel Tower at night, but this time I'm gonna stay here and have a night view. This lighting effect only takes place at around 11 p.m., so make sure you spend the time here around 11. Friday evening in Paris is even more romantic than usual. We saw people proposing, and the night view is just breathtaking. I'm going back to the hotel around midnight. Wow, the opposite side of the platform is super crowded. Luckily, I'm not staying in a touristy area. Oh, this is so sweet. Hello. Good morning. This is Saturday and I'm going to Montmartre. Unlike German U-Bahn, here they have the gates, so just insert the ticket and you are good to go. You know you have paid and the tickets are validated. The first destination is Café des Deux Moulins. The closest metro station is Blanche. When you get out of it, you are next to Moulins Rouge. I wanted to go to this cafe because I really liked the French movie Emily. The movie was released in 2001, played by Audrey Tautou. Emily is a very kind and imaginative girl. She likes to help people find genuine happiness in their life. In the cafe, there are some decorations about the movie which are really cute. This is a very interesting sink. You have to step on the pedal at the bottom to get the water out of the faucet. When I'm editing this video, I realized that the menu is actually in French. In Paris, I always try to speak French with people, even though my French is really rusty, but I think they do appreciate it, and I'm super happy that I can read the menu pretty well. Anyway, I just ordered a really typical French dish, tartare. That means raw beef. To my surprise, they don't just give me salt and pepper, but also Tabasco and Worcester sauce. It's my first time eating tartare and I'm a bit nervous. I find that there are some pickles and herbs inside. It's quite a refreshing dish for summer actually. And I can report that I don't get any food poisoning or sickness after eating this. Anyway, I think Germans are more hardcore because they eat even raw pork. In Cantonese dim sum, we have a dish called minced beef balls. I'm wondering if it's just a well-cooked version of tartare because we also eat it with Worcester sauce. Instead of pickles and herbs, we added water chestnuts, sun-dried mandarin orange peels, etc. If you are interested, please check out my other video about dim sum in Amsterdam. In this neighborhood, there are also some pastries, bakeries, and some dim sum / sushi thingy. So I've never tried these because I was so full. If you have tried them, please let me know how they taste like. I'm so curious. Montmartre is a hill in the north of Paris. It's located in the 18th district. While the Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris, the dome of the Sacré-Cœur Basilica is the highest point of the city due to its location on Montmartre. From the dome, you can enjoy one of the most panoramic views of Paris, spanning nearly 360 degrees. I didn't go into the church and walked up to the dome, but I think the view here is already pretty nice. It does take some effort to walk up here on foot. In the past, a lot of famous artists used to live here, such as Van Gogh, Monet, Dali, Picasso, etc. Nowadays, a lot of artists still gather here to sell their artwork. On the hill, the security was not bad. I didn't feel risky because there were some tourists around and I always put my backpack in front of myself. However, when I walked down the hill to the metro station, according to Google Map, I passed a more risky area which I felt super unsafe. It's a very busy street full of people. I became more alert and I walked faster than usual. At that time, I was carrying my camera crossbody with a camera strap. However, it's on the side of my waist. At a certain point, I felt someone walked closer to me from the back, so I looked back and checked. An old guy with a hat was smiling at me and said, "Hey, you should put your belongings at the front." I immediately realized that this is the pickpocket. If I were to do this again, I would not choose the route to the metro station Château Rouge. This is very important, so I repeat, avoid going near the station Château Rouge. And I would have put my camera into the backpack and put everything at the front. Also, if you are not sure, check the station review on Google before heading there. I saw tons of bad reviews warning how unsafe this area was after I got into the metro safely. Luckily, at the end, I was still safe and didn't get robbed. Anyway, I didn't film anything in that area, so let's move on to the next spot. Originally, I wanted to spend time at Café de Flore because of Simone de Beauvoir and Jean-Paul Sartre, but I don't have time for this trip, so let's just skip it. Also, I passed by this cafe. They have the teddy bears here to keep you accompanied if you're alone here. I skipped the cafes because I want to have dinner at a seafood restaurant. I came here for the oysters, so let's take a look at the menu. They have quite some selection of oysters. So here we go. The smaller the number is, the more expensive it is. Another dish I'm craving for is razor clam. In Germany, it's so hard to find some nice seafood. I'm so happy to be here. And then the next surprise is this, I don't know what's that called, but it tastes like butter, but it's not pure butter. It's so aromatic and creamy, it's so tasty. The codfish is just normal, unfortunately, it's not my favorite in this meal. By the way, if you want to be on time in Paris, just don't take any transportation on the road. No matter it's peak hour or not, it's just never gonna be reliable. Metro is fine because it's more frequent, but sometimes it could be very crowded. So yeah, taking bus is definitely not the smartest option, but I'm not in a hurry, so let's do it. Of course, I wouldn't call it a day without dessert, so let's go to have some Japanese cake. I really miss the fluffy texture of chiffon cake because it's so hard to find that in Germany. After picking up the cake, I came back to Musée du Louvre. And then we are gonna spend the evening here just chilling and people watching. Last time when I was in Paris, I was actually doing a French summer course in Angers, and I came here with a student card, which is an EU student card. That's why I could enter the museum for free. As time is really limited for this trip, I'm gonna also skip this museum since I've been there before. The European summer is nice because you always have long daylight. It's already after 9 p.m. here, but it's still quite bright. And the sunset time is around 10 p.m. Even though the museum is closed, there are still a lot of activities going on around this place. One interesting thing about Paris is that even at the same spot, you can have two different views, one during daytime and the other during nighttime. I really like the idea of having a public space here because the young people can make use of it to practice dancing or roller skating, whatever they like. Here comes my last day in Paris. This morning I woke up pretty late and then I finished the checkout of the hotel and then I went to the train station to store my luggage. Finally, I came here for lunch. I've been missing Japanese food for so long, so my friend recommended me to come here. This street is called Rue Saint-Anne. It's an area near the Louvre. Now it's known for its Japanese community. The street is filled with Japanese restaurants, shops, Japanese language schools, etc. You can also find some Korean restaurants here. However, you know what? In the 60s and 70s, Rue Saint-Anne was very popular for gay clubs and gay community.
C'est grand.
Oui, merci beaucoup. The last stop of my journey is Musée d'Orsay. It closes every Monday, so I didn't visit it last time. As I didn't buy the ticket in advance online, I have to queue for a little while. It takes around 20 to 30 minutes to queue to buy the ticket and get through the security check. For adults, the ticket costs 14 euros. The museum is famous for its extensive collection of art from the period between 1848 and 1914. The museum is housed in a stunning Beaux-Arts railway station building built in 1900. It hosts one of the largest collections of Impressionist and Post-Impressionist masterpieces in the world. I think summer is not a good time to visit art museums. First of all, there are too many visitors. Second, they are just there to take pictures of the paintings. I'm wondering if there would be less people in winter or early morning hours. Anyway, there is just too much to explore in Paris. Every time I'm here, I'm like running out of time to see everything. As I'm a huge fan of Impressionist artwork, visiting this museum is like a dream come true, seeing all these artworks in reality. When it's running out of time, I start to regret that I came here too late. I should have waken up earlier to see all these beautiful paintings. By the way, if you like Van Gogh as well, please check out my other video about Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. I will put the link on the upper right corner. Before I get onto the train and head back to Munich, I got to have my last meal here. Let's have Korean snacks. It's quite hard to find them in Germany. It's already around 3 p.m. and there are still quite a lot of people queuing out there waiting for a table. It's too crowded inside, so we have to squeeze with other people within one big table. This is iced yuzu honey. For food, I ordered seafood pancake and Korean fried chicken. There are two flavors. One is spicy, the other is mayo. They are both so good. Now I understand why there is still a long queue after 3 p.m. here. See you next time. Bye!